one surrounds themselves with fabric, but it's also one surrounds oneself with the things that clothing item symbolizes or represents to you. Hi, my name is Julia Ruzicka de Rosenworth, and my pronouns are question mark, but they are she, they.
Okay, Julia, can you show me an item out of your closet that you feel the most free in?
Okay, so this one I'm already wearing. It's my sports bra. The reason why I like it is because it flattens my breasts, which when I'm wearing clothes is not something I like to highlight. It's something my breasts are something that I like when I'm close with someone, but not, I don't necessarily identify with them in the public space. It's not, it's something I feel quite uncomfortable with. But yeah, so I like it's comfortable, it's soft, it's just here, they're just close to me,
Yeah, I like that. When was the last time you felt uncomfortable with what you were wearing?
Probably yesterday.
What were you wearing?
God, okay, what was I wearing? No, I wouldn't say that. Maybe like towards the end of last year, I'd say, okay, my journey with queerness has been strange because it's always been something it's always been something inside me, but not something that I had stepped into fully until maybe I was 24, 25, so I'm 29 now. So I'm like a baby queer in the whole sphere of the timeline. Although at the same time, I don't feel like a baby queer. It just feels like I've stepped into myself. So I think moving here, so I'm originally from Cape Town and I came here to study. I was it gave me a chance to really explore who I am because I didn't know anyone. So it was like, okay, let's just see what happens. And I started to dress a lot more masculine and a lot more loose clothes. I think there was this internal struggle around like I feel like I need to present in a feminine way, but it's something that makes me feel quite uncomfortable a lot of the time, like dresses and tight clothes. And I think that process kind of started to end at the end of last year, and that's also at the end of last year I kind of got into a relationship as well with a woman, and not that it was my first, but it just like felt solid and real, and I felt the space to like, okay, I can step into this now. So, yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you. Can you show me an item out of your closet that is the most you?
Yes. Okay. So the first items are a bunch of
These are so pretty.
fake flowers. And the reason why they're the most me, I think, is because my kind of like, I won't say side hustle, but my big passion in life is flamenco dancing, which is a dance style from Spain. And one of the kind of, I can say, iconic elements of the costuming are these flowers, right? So, and you wear them in your hair or you wear them on your body. So, I chose these for that reason.
Right.
Shall I put them on in front of
us?
Yes, okay. God, let me see.
Who would you say inspires you in both who you are and how you express yourself?
Ooh, that's a hard question. I don't know. I don't have an icon. No one comes to mind right now. Okay, let's go back to the flamenco idea. The reason why I love it so much is because the dance style is extremely hard, but also very soft. I feel inspired by that because I feel very hard and very soft. I feel very masculine, and sometimes I also connect to a feminine feeling inside me. When I dress, I try to find a balance between those two sometimes. Like the outfit that I prepared is, to me, is a nice balance between these elements, I think. I don't know, it's a very fluid feeling inside me. Sometimes I feel like, oh, I don't identify with being a woman, but at the same time I also don't identify as being a man, so it's kind of this in-between space. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any ways, other ways that you express yourself besides the way you dress and dance?
Yeah, that's a hard one. Also because I recently found out, or I got a diagnosis of being autistic. So that being me is actually like quite a deep question for me because it's something that, I don't know if you've heard of the term masking, autistic masking. It's basically where you hide your autistic traits so that it's a protective mechanism, basically. So it's kind of like, in my experience, it's like kind of mimicking how other people engage, so that there's a sense of, okay, I know that I am accepted to a certain extent in this group, or perhaps withholding interests or withholding mannerisms and that kind of stuff. So this feeling comfortable space is a very new and very difficult space because there's so much unlearning that has to happen. But I feel the spaces that I feel most comfortable are with people that I trust dearly or love dearly. It's like where there's like no kind of pressure around social like presentation. It's like everything is stripped away. You're just wearing your pajamas, or you've just made a meal. Oh, that's another thing where I really express myself is through food. I love food. I love the act of making food for people. Yeah, I guess, I don't know.
Can you show me an item out of your closet that most expresses your queerness?
Yes, I can. So with this, some of my prompts or some of the questions are linked.
Okay.
So I'll take sorry to give you the order, but it's a combination between this. Should I do this? Is this a good idea?
That's okay.
It's actually this suit.
I like this.
So a white suit, my goodness. Something actually new to my closet.
Okay.
But
why would you say this expresses your queerness?
Because it's a nice square line. And for me, I feel I have nice broad shoulders. I'll say nice. I said that nice, not like I accept my broad shoulders. But they do sit. It does I think frame me well, but also like there's a sense of strength and masculinity that I like about a suit. That maybe for reasons that I explained earlier are new for me, and I never would have bought this 2 years ago. And then the pants are, well, they're just nice long flowing pants. And I think part of that, what I like about the pants is that they're loose fitting, so I feel yes, I feel fluid in this outfit, but also there's a sense of softness in the pants that think complement the jacket. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you. You
Okay.
can put it on for us.
Okay, cool.
Can you show me an item out of your closet that reminds you of someone special?
Yes. Okay.
Let's see it.
We've got a lot going on here. So let's start with the shoes. Okay, these are my shoes. These are my favorite shoes ever. I always wear them.
Where did you get them from?
They were actually a friend of mine, my bestie. Her name is Alessandra. Well, I call her Ali. She had bought them for herself. She was in Japan, and she ended up not liking them as much, and so I was like, I'll try them. And whenever I wear them, I think about her. I don't know, I feel, connect. Clothes for me are very much also a, it's like my people are with me. I don't know how to describe it exactly, but as you'll see, as part of it, I mean, okay, I've also got a bunch of rings. Like, it's a bit like a talisman. So these rings, so this is from my mother. It's a 3-part Russian style ring. My brother.
Did he give it to you?
Yeah, so these are all gifts. So I just say my mother, my brother, my lover.
That is a really nice
I
design.
love this ring. Oh, she bought it for me. I just love it. And then my cousin. And I wear these to keep reminded of who loves me and supports me, and it's a, I don't know, you just keep special things around you for love.
Okay. Is there a tradition in your family to gift with jewelry?
It seems to be. It seems to be. So, and let's put the shoes on as well. So I have my bestie with me. I have my mom, my brother, my lover, my cousin.
That's really beautiful.
Yeah. I often, when I go on long drives, I put on all my talisman. I have what is it, like a little necklace brooch thing that was my grand's, who I love very much. We had a very strong connection. She looked after me a lot when I was growing up. So I always take her with me, and I don't know if you can see this on the video. And then I put all my rings on. I put a blues, what is it called? A blues agate or something. I think it's a stone that's also protective. Clothes are also very much it's a physical, one surrounds themselves with fabric, but it's also one surrounds oneself with the things that clothing item symbolizes or represents to you.
Definitely.
So literally carrying them with me. I don't know.
Okay, can you show me an item out of your closet that was a gift?
Yes, here is my accessory item. These are 2 green earrings, and I really like the shape of them. There's something so strong and to the point about it, and when I wear them, I feel strong in myself, and they are a gift from another friend. I don't know. When people just give you random gifts and they're like, I thought about you when I bought this, or when I saw this, and I thought yeah, so these were a gift.
When was the most notable time you experienced or witnessed gender policing?
In university, I think. Um, it was such a, like, we were so intertwined with one another because it was a small class and we were with each other all the time. So, like, you just got to know people, but then, you also get to know people's opinions about you. And, well, for me, when I'm working hard, I'm wearing tracksuits, I'm wearing tackies. I'm looking very masculine because for me, when I need to do something, I need to wear masculine clothes. I don't know why, but that's just what I need. And so I would be looking very queer, but also be not understanding that in myself, and just like all of these comments like oh yeah, but I just wish she would just dress a little bit more feminine, or oh, she has a great body, but she's not using it right, or this kind of policing around presentation. It was just a very heteronormative environment that I was in. I've also experienced gender policing in family environments, specifically not related to me, but related to people staying in our house. Like my family is quite open to, if our friends need a place to stay for a while, there's a place, kind of thing. So they're very welcoming, but at the same time, when your friend presents themselves, or when your friend presents in a non-normative way, it becomes very challenging, a family dynamic. It has been really quite challenging to I would say educate them or open their minds to the fact that people can dress how they want, and it's not a reflection on you, or it's not a slight on your masculinity. I think that, like, my father, for example, experienced feminine dressing men as somehow a threat to his own identity. So it really troubled him for a while, and we moved through it. We did move through it, and it helps that I came out to them, and now it's like something very close to home. It's not just someone else's friend, it's your daughter, right, or your child. So yeah, in that way we have made strides.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Can you show me another item out of your closet that reminds you of someone special?
Yes. My last item is a scarf. It's a beautiful scarf. It's such a lovely color. It was my grand's, and she lived with us for many years before she died. And she died in our house, and it was just like, it was so beautiful that she was able to be with people who she loved and who loved her when she died. And she was so stylish. She was so stylish. And I don't know, this is one of her mohair scarves. So whenever I wear it, this is like being wrapped in a warm blanket of love.
It looks really nice and soft.
Yeah, so as I said, I think the look is finished with or without this, but it just is so wonderful and warm. there was this huge fight we were having at the time, and my brother's best friend was living with us at the time, and he's queer, and we got into this debate about something, whether schools should raise the queer flag or not.
Oh.
And my dad was not keen on that. He said it's a professional, it needs to be it's a learning environment, right? That was his initial response, and obviously that is misguided, and it comes from a lack of education around queerness, I guess. But I really wanted to back up my brother's best friend, but also I wanted to back up myself. And so I ended up shouting this coming out to them. It was so awkward. And then they were like, we were sort of all around the table, and then
Probably like awkward
and
silence.
everyone was like, eh? And then everyone got up from the table and left.
Oh my goodness.
Like nothing. Like it was.
Didn't say anything.
I was like, what do I do now? And then shame. We actually didn't talk about it for a year and a half. I was so hurt by it, because I thought that they would want to know more, or at least say, at least be interested. You don't have to accept it right off. But there was nothing. I do realize that the whole situation was real, uncomfortable and everything, but it was just shit. There was this barrier that was being created between me and my family, because I felt like I couldn't talk about it with them. And so I went to Cape Town, partly because I wanted to tell them properly, and sit down with them and discuss it and everything. And it went so much better, I think. And in fact, my dad even said, oh, but I had a feeling for, a long time. I was like, Dad, why didn't you ever say anything? And he said, sometimes it's for you to say, and I was like, okay, I get it, but also, it was hard. Anyway, we worked things out, and we're in a much better place now. But yeah, it took a long time to work through that. So anyway.